We all spend a lot of time sludging through the muck. And here at Body of Truth, we celebrate all wins. This is the 400th episode. I call them Truth Serum because I like them like little dollops of truth, and what's coming up for me. So what better time than to talk about commitment and consistency? I do believe that in order to build power, and if you are not building power in this world, you're either regenerating or you're degenerating. So if you are not building power to support yourself and shield yourself from the energy that's out there, you are depleting yourself. Now, there's a time when you call in your reserves, but in order to have reserves, you got to build them in the first place. And how do you build reserves? You build reserves by showing up every day. Showing up in your body. If you can't get a workout in, take a walk. If you can't feed yourself right, make sure the average is that you do one thing of really positive nutrition for your body every day. Take some time to connect to God every day. 3 minutes of mindful breathing is far more powerful than twice a week of 20-minute meditations. Let yourself just become super present. And let yourself go upward. Don't just stay in this trajectory. And then I offer that you bring that opening and that fuller self to your relationships. At work, with your people, with your family, with your person. And then finally, the culmination of all those is that every day you take a micro step closer to what you're put here on this earth to do. It might feel like you're stepping backwards, but that's still movement. You're still, maybe pulling back the arrow to spring forward. But that only happens if you show up every day. And who you're making a commitment to? You. You can have an accountability partner if it makes you feel better. But the only person that you are accountable is you. And whatever promise you make to God. And listen, sometimes you show up ragged. Sometimes you show up hanging on by your nails. But you show up. Most don't. So if you even attempt to show up, I honor that. And the balance, like some days your relationships are going to be completely your focus and the other things are 2 minutes apiece. Okay, that's fine. One day you're going to have a fantastic workout and a complete conflict in your relationship. That's fine too. You're being present, you're showing up, and you're just touching one thing every day. Those transparent layers that you can't even see because they're daily, I promise you they build into bricks of gold. I promise. And then you look back one day and you're like, wow, look what I did. Look where I was. Look where I am now. That's how you take those steps to the hero's journey. And what we're being faced with now, there's a whole bunch of iterations of the hero's journey. But one I just talked about the other day with my man is the call. The hero hears the call to leave what they know. But in many versions, step 2 is the refusal of the call. And there are many right now that are refusing to hear the call. They know something's up. They don't even know what it is. They just feel something. But they refuse to hear the call. So if you have opened your ears and you are willing to hear the call, I completely honor that. Most, not just don't, won't, can't. It's courageous to hear the call. Because the call is not homogenous. It's not what others are going to do for you to keep you safe. It's not the safe and easy road. It's the more rewarding road, but it's not easy. I'm a childhood musician, and that really shaped me. And for all the tears and tantrums that I put my parents through, they taught me the importance of playing 10 minutes every day is more important than playing for half an hour before your lesson. You play every day. My man is an athlete. You show up to practice every day. You play your scales. You run your route. You show up every day in every part of your life. And it just can be a touch. It only needs to be a touch. But showing up is so important. And if you are doing that, if you are, because you know who you're showing up for you. And that's a real gift. It's also a gift to everyone in your life that you show up for you first. And I thank you for doing that. And I will see you tomorrow.